From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Thursday morning, almost to the weekend. We have rain that's going to be wrapping up for Thursday evening. For Friday and beyond, looking much drier to the weekend and for next week. High temperatures for lower elevations staying fall-like, staying in the 60s and 70s. Right now, you're taking a live look at Pasco. This view coming courtesy of the Dust Devils. Not seeing much out there this morning except for the city lights off in the distance. We are tracking a few sprinkles this morning up in the Cascades and in Morrow County, but for the rest of us, we are looking dry. Temperatures out there are in the 30s in the Kittitas and Yakima valleys, at least in the upper Yakima Valley, 30s and 40s also in the Cascades, but 40s and 50s for those of us in the basin, in the foothills, and for the Blues. Okay, here's your day planner forecast. On this Thursday, we're going to be mostly cloudy to overcast. Rain chances today probably going to be the best in the basin, in the foothills, in the Blues. We'll time all that out with the Futurecast coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Coming up, students can expect to see extra police presence at school today following another threat at Kamiakin High School. It's the second one in less than a month, and we have the details coming up.
And an alarming scene outside of the Richland Walmart. That's where a teenager reportedly pointed a gun at two people in the parking lot. What police say happened just ahead.
And Yakima drivers, time to plan ahead this morning. Waterline repairs are causing some lane restrictions and potential delays this week. We're going to tell you what you can expect as you head out the door this morning. It's all coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
I am Jade Elliott. It is October 2nd, this Thursday, Little Friday, as I like to refer to it
Friday
as.
Junior.
Yeah.
So close.
Making it through the week.
Yeah, we want to get to your top stories now. And we're starting off in Kennewick, where for the second time in less than a month, Kamiakin High School has been the focus of a possible threat.
Yeah, this one spread really quickly online. Students posting warnings to their friends to not come to school.
But this morning, Kennewick police say the latest round of rumors is unfounded. Officers and school staff say they investigated every complaint as it came in, and they determined there was no credible or specific threat.
But regardless, out of an abundance of caution, Kennewick police say they will have extra officers on campus today, making sure that students and families feel safe, saying that it doesn't matter where the threat comes from or what it looks like. They take it very seriously every time. 6:02 now in a crime alert. A tense situation outside the Walmart in Richland yesterday afternoon. There were reports of a teen pointing a handgun at shoppers. Officers rushed to the scene just before 4:30. They say the suspect ran from the Walmart parking lot towards Home Depot. That's where he was quickly arrested without incident. Police say the teen pointed the weapon at two people. He's now facing 2 counts of assault in the second degree. Investigation still ongoing. Police asking anyone who may have information or who was in that area at the time of this to contact the non-emergency dispatch.
Turning now to Yakima, starting today and going through tomorrow, water service repairs on South 16th Avenue between Tahoma Avenue and West Meade are prompting traffic restrictions. Crews will be working from 7 in the morning to 3:30 p.m. Traffic will be limited to 1 lane in both directions. So drivers are urged to slow down. You're also asked to use caution through the work zone and also use alternate routes if possible. Access to homes and businesses will be maintained as best as possible, and emergency cars will be allowed through. But keep in mind that schedules may change depending on weather, also equipment issues or emergencies, so plan ahead and allow extra time while crews complete the repairs.
6:03, continuing coverage after uncertainty over who would lead the Benton County Sheriff's Office. Commissioners now have officially named Lieutenant Mike Clark as the county's interim sheriff. Clark has been with the Sheriff's Office for 22 years. He's led the Community Services Division, overseeing outreach, Marine Patrol, school resource officers, training, SWAT. Clark also serves as the Sheriff's Office spokesperson and has helped launch wellness programs for deputies.
I appreciate your guys' support, obviously, as we move through this process. And I appreciate your guys' support of me and your desire to move the office forward, and then look forward to the next steps as we go through this process to get a more permanent person in there.
Clark is stepping in after years of transition within the Sheriff's Office, and commissioners say they believe his leadership will bring stability.
Turning now to fire watch, Franklin County deputies say a fireworks complaint turned into a brush fire Tuesday night just northeast of Pasco. Fire units responded to the area near Taylor Flats and Oak Crest Roads after deputies received reports of someone setting off fireworks. The dry vegetation quickly caught fire, scorching several acres. Thankfully, no injuries or property damage was reported, but authorities remind residents that fireworks are not legal in Franklin County, only allowed inside Pasco city limits during the July 4th period of June 28th through July 5th, and also prohibited during New Year's celebrations. Officials urge everybody to use caution and follow local laws to prevent unnecessary fires.
And continuing our fire watch this morning, of course, for weeks we've been monitoring several major wildfires that have been burning across the region.
And while crews continue their efforts to contain the flames, they're also keeping a close eye on the weather, looking for conditions that could influence fire behavior.
Yeah, so for a closer look at what fire crews are watching and what they could be facing as well, how it could be impacting their work, I want to send it over to Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth to kind of break down what they can expect.
Yeah, the rain over the past couple days has definitely helped out, but the drier weather for next week's not going to help out, and the wind gusts picking up for the next couple days probably not going to help out either. So first, we start off with the big fire, obviously the Labor Mountain fire burning in both Kittitas and Chelan counties. And remember, I'll step back on the screen for a second. Remember, these little fire icons indicate where satellite is picking up on active hotspots with the fire. This was lit up with fire icons just a week ago. Not as many icons on the map at this point. So it's still 37,000 acres, only 7% contained. Of course, we want to see much more containment, but I'm thinking the overall situation much better in comparison to what we saw last week. Still, those level 1, level 2, and level 3 evacuations in place in Chelan County, and then we have level 1 and level 2 evacuations in place in Kittitas County right around Blewett Pass. You can find an interactive version of this map posted online at AppleValleyNewsNow.com. Very quickly now, the Wildcat fire that's burning in northwestern Yakima County. This one is 14,333 acres. It's 6% contained. Not really seeing many active hotspots with this one either. And those level 2B set evacuations still in place for Goose Prairie and Bumping River Road. But again, this situation could get a little bit more dicey with some drier weather on the way for next week. I'll talk about that a little bit later in the show.
All right, 6:07 now. Check this out. We talk about porch pirates, especially as we go into the holidays. We tend to talk about them a little more. Yeah, and they're not always what you think, though. Here's the deal. Some of them have fur, some of them have claws, but I think they all have a real taste for trouble.
I think you're talking about an animal.
What?
Well, that's right, it's a bear. So the Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife is warning residents to pick up their deliveries promptly, especially as black bears roam near towns this fall.
So recently, a bear in Ocean Shores was spotted with a delivery package. Luckily, it just contained a sweater, not food.
Strange.
It was cold.
Yeah.
But bears searching for easy calories can develop bad habits, and they can get in the habit of returning again.
I guess it's good that there was no food because, you know, it won't come back. I would think so, at least. Well, to prevent this, WDFW says to remove potential attractants like food, pet dishes, or birdseed and make sure packages aren't sitting out. That way, bears stick to their natural diet and stay safe.
Who knew?
The jump scare that I would have, though. But,
oh my gosh.
And then what do you do? Like you know, like, hey.
Well, you're not gonna
Amazon,
get your sweater
look
back.
at this video.
Like,
okay.
Excuse me, Mr.
We'll send
Bear.
you a new one.
Can I get my sweater?
He's got enough sweaters. Well, naturally.
Yeah.
Here. Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, the government shutdown is underway and its ripple effects could hit everything from air travel to healthcare. The local impacts and what you need to know is coming up in your national news.
Yeah, and giving you a live look outside this morning. This one from our Dust Devils camera in Pasco. It is 8 minutes after 6. Just about another 50 minutes before the sun comes up. Bear with us. It'll arrive. See what I did there? We're gonna have your first alert forecast with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth after the break.
Hello, Alan Brecky here, waiting for the shredding truck again. Today we're concentrating on thinning out our blue files. There's 126 of these blue files that we are saying goodbye to. A lot of memories and a wealth of experience.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
Atomic Health pays me to do the in-home, I guess nursing or the things I do to help out, so we don't need a nurse. Meds, cooking, cleaning, getting him to doctor's appointments, picking up prescriptions, whatever else needs to be done. So at least once a month or whenever I need her, Sarah, or whatever nurse is available, comes to our house. If I have a worry that I'm not sure if he needs to go to the doctor, she comes and advises me and does an assessment and tells me if there's anything I need to do different, or I don't know that I could do this without him.
So we'll definitely evaluate their past employment. As a registered nurse myself, I'll look through their medical records and I'll look to see maybe what medical conditions they have, and we'll be very upfront with them, honest about whether they do have a claim that could warrant benefits or not.
It's a 48-hour flash sale today through Sunday at Walker's Furniture, where every item is marked down an additional 20% off already low prices. Or take advantage of 5 years no interest financing with no money down.
Beautiful bedroom sets 20% off. All sofas, love seats, and sectionals 20% off. And all dining sets 20% off.
It's a flash sale you can't afford to miss. This Wednesday through Sunday at Walker's.
The annual Hometown Food Drive is here, and you have the power to make a difference. At your local Yolks Fresh Market, you can purchase a $10 donation bag that goes straight to our local food banks.
It's a simple way to show our neighbors we care.
These donations fill the shelves that ensure families in our community have meals that they can count on.
Every bag makes the difference for us.
At McCurley Dealerships, we're proud to be part of something bigger than ourselves, because when you give locally, everyone finds their way home.
Hello, Alan Brecky here, waiting for the shredding truck again. Today we're concentrating on thinning out our blue files. There's 126 of these blue files that we are saying goodbye to. A lot of memories and a wealth of experience.
Hello there, watch live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's go ahead and take you on that zone-by-zone tour of this morning's temperatures. We start off in Kittitas County, mid-30s in the Kittitas Valley. We're in the low to mid-40s for places like Snoqualmie Pass and Cle Elum. Then in the Yakima Valley, a mixture of 30s and 40s as well. 39 for Toppenish, 46 in Sunnyside, and 40 in Union Gap. And the lower Columbia Basin, all of us within a couple degrees of 50 degrees, 51 in the Tri-Cities, 48 up towards the Hanford site. And then for the Blue Foothills, all of us in the 50s except for Heppner, 46 degrees there. Excuse me. And we're in the 40s for the highest elevations of the Blue Mountains. Okay, here's your coat cast for this Thursday in the Tri-Cities. Light jacket weather for this morning, and then raincoat weather for the rest of the day. It's not going to rain for the entirety of the day, but we will have some low-end chances for showers throughout the day. So on this Thursday in lower elevations, high is going to be in the mid-60s, feeling very fall-like out there, and skies are going to be mostly cloudy to overcast. Okay, here's the breakdown of the precip chances on this Thursday. Rainfall looking likely around 50-50 to likely for the basin, for the foothills, and for the Blues. Then for tonight, rain still looking likely for the foothills and the Blues, but by Friday, trending drier, just a few leftover showers in the mountains and the foothills, and the trend overall after that is going to continue to be dry as well. I'll tell you if we'll trend warmer in the wake of that coming up in a few minutes.
6:13, taking you to Capitol Hill as we look to the federal government this morning as it's now been shut down for the first time in 7 years.
Its impacts are already being felt throughout the region. Apple Valley News Now's Caleb Stipkovitz is explaining what the shutdown means and how it could affect us.
From air travel to national parks, a government shutdown can impact a lot of different things, and those effects can become huge the longer it lasts. The shutdown started Wednesday at midnight after the U.S. Senate couldn't pass a plan to fund the government. The shutdown is over a funding debate on health care, with Democrats saying that they want to reverse Medicare cuts to the big, beautiful bill.
Well, health care rates for next year are being finalized right now. Rate hikes will be in the mail any day. Open enrollment is weeks away. And still, Republicans have refused to lift a finger to prevent millions of families from being hit with massive costs.
On the opposite side of the aisle, Republicans say that the Medicare debate should be separate from the funding bill, which has now put the parties at a stalemate. And now, many services and programs in Washington and Oregon will be affected until the shutdown ends. and a major one is air travel. Without government funding, TSA workers at the Tri-Cities and Yakima airports will have their pay furloughed, which means that they won't be getting checks until the shutdown ends. And during the last government shutdown in 2018, many TSA agents took sick days in order to make up for some lost money, which caused delays in even some terminals to shut down across the country. And in total, the Congressional Budget Office estimates that around 750,000 essential workers will have their pay furloughed each day of the shutdown, which locally could include workers from VA medical centers and clinics and national parks. The longer the shutdown goes for, the higher the risk of short staffing and backups, although Vice President J.D. Vance says he expects things to return to normal soon.
But I actually don't think it's going to be that long of a shutdown. This is a pure guess from the Vice President of the United States because I think you already saw some evidence that moderate Democrats are cracking a little bit. They understand the fundamental illogic of this.
Washington District 4 Representative Dan Newhouse says that since many other federal workers are having their wages furloughed during the shutdown, he is asking for his payments to be withheld until an agreement is made. Newhouse said in an email that he voted to prevent the shutdown and that he believes that no one benefits when the government is closed. The shutdown will end once a bill is passed and signed to fund the government. Reporting from Kennewick, Caleb Stipkovitz, Apple Valley News Now.
And so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up, we'll check back in with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth in your first alert forecast as we give you that live look outside this morning from right here at our Apple Valley studios in Kennewick. It is 6:15 on this Thursday morning.
At Tri-Cities and Walla Walla Floor & Home, our team has been in the Southeast Washington flooring business for 40-plus years. You'll find more choices, lower prices, and hometown service.
In an instant, your world can shatter. At Quantum Legal, we understand injuries can be an immense burden, taking a toll on your body, leaving you drowning in medical expenses. Battling insurance companies without legal representation will make matters worse. We are committed to advocating for your deserved compensation. Quantum Legal, where compassion meets justice.
I love the fact my wife is taller than me. We are very different people physically. She's taller. We're also different races.
Here comes Brad Williams.
I'm in a mixed race marriage, mixed race relationship. My wife is half Chinese. I'm half.
Growth Spurt Tour.
Some of you got that joke. Okay, some of you got it. Some of you are just staring at me like, what's the other half? And I'm like,
Friday, October 10th, Legends Casino Hotel. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Brad Williams. Friday, October 10th, Legends Casino Hotel.
Don't miss Downtown Prosser's Pumpkin Palooza. Saturday, October 4th from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. at City Park. Experience the excitement of the Giant Pumpkin Contest weigh-in. Dive into pumpkin painting and lively seed spitting contests. Feel the joy of the costume fun run and pumpkin bowling, and enjoy delicious treats at the bake sale. Bid on beautifully decorated pumpkins and make lasting memories. Celebrate fall with family and friends at Prosser Farmers Market's Pumpkin Palooza, October 4th.
At Tri-Cities and Walla Walla Floor & Home, our team has been in the Southeast Washington flooring business for 40-plus years. You'll find more choices, lower prices, and hometown service.
Good evening, everybody.
To make great newscasts, you need great resources and an experienced team. Austin Reed grew up near Portland, where he started his broadcast career more than 20 years ago. His passion for reporting breaking news and for telling distinctive stories that affect positive change make him uniquely qualified to bring the news home to you each evening.
Get the best local news coverage every day, right here.
Wendy Redmond, Austin Reed, Stacey Lee, Apple Valley News Now at 5, 6, and 6:30 on your side.
On your side.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We'll have chances for rainfall for today, which we'll show you on Futurecast in just a second. But otherwise, it's going to be mostly cloudy to overcast, and highs are going to be cool out there. Mid-60s for lower elevations, 40s and 50s for the Cascades, and 50s for the Blues. A little bit breezy today for Blewett Pass and Status Pass, and for Cabbage Hill, but the rest of us going to see light winds. Then for tonight, Rain chances winding down. Overnight lows going to be down into the 30s and 40s for the Cascades and the Kittitas and Yakima valleys, then 40s for the Basin, for the foothills, and for the Blues. Winds, not a factor at all for tonight. Then for tomorrow, they will be a factor. It's going to be windy in the Kittitas Valley, and it's going to be breezy across the rest of the map, so not the best news for containment efforts of the Wildcat Fire and the Labor Mountain Fire. Then by Friday night, still looking breezy/windy across the map. Okay, now let's talk about those rain chances for today and less so for tomorrow, but with Futurecast. This is 8 this morning. We put this in motion by lunchtime. A few more showers on the map for the lower Columbia Basin into Morrow County. By 5 p.m. you can see a little bit more, and then into the later evening starting to trend much drier, especially by and after midnight. Could be a few leftover rain showers on the map for Friday morning in the foothills for the Blues, but the rest of us looking dry. Not only dry, but looks like a decent amount of sunshine for Friday as well. Okay, then for Saturday, a little uptick in rain chances once again, specifically for Snoqualmie Pass and White Pass, about a 50-50 chance. The rest of us looking pretty dry. And then the forecast is going to completely dry out for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So again, not the best news when it comes to containment efforts of those aforementioned fires. But here is some fantastic news. The high temperatures, they're going to feel fantastic over the next week. Upper 60s to low 70s, exactly what you would expect for the first and second weeks of October. Here is the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. A coin flip of rain chances today, then a perfect forecast after that. In Yakima, maybe a leftover shower for Thursday, but sunny with highs in the 60s and 70s for Friday and beyond. In Ellensburg, turning windy for Friday with leftover breezes on Saturday. Otherwise, a beautiful forecast in store. For Hermiston, rain likely today, dry with a magnificent stretch of fall weather this weekend and into next week. And finally, for Walla Walla, showers likely Thursday, a few leftover showers possible Friday and Saturday, and then dry for Sunday and beyond.
I'm fine with rain during the week.
Not the weekend.
But not the weekend.
Right.
So, looking good.
Yeah. Looking good for us.
Nice and mild
this weekend. And then you have a lot of games to go to usually during
all
the weekend.
All the things, yeah.
So, just make that happen and we'll be good.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better weekend forecast, in my opinion, which is subjective.
You did
Perfect. I'll take it. All right, it's too much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. One of the most beloved kids shows of all time is coming back. Find out who's taking the reins as the new host of Reading Rainbow. I know, are you excited? It's going to be on PBS. We're going to let you know when it might hit your screen. It's all coming up in your entertainment headlines.
Right now, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90 with no trade-in.
Are we having the wool pulled over our eyes here?
Nope. And you get the latest phones.
High five.
Get 4 phones plus 4 lines for $90. And we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. U.S. Cellular, now part of T-Mobile.
To me, Harlem is home. But home is also your body.
Last one, everyone.
I asked myself, why doesn't Pilates exist in Harlem? So I started my own studio. Getting a brick and mortar in New York is not easy. Chase Inc. has supported us from Studio 1 to Studio 3. When you start small, you need some big help, and Chase Inc. was that for me.
Earn up to 5% cash back on business essentials with the Chase Inc. Business Cash Card from Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours.
You wouldn't buy a car without a test drive.
So why buy a mattress in a box from an online marketing company without ever knowing if it's right for you?
Don't go through the hassle of returning a mattress when you can get it right the first time.
Mattress Depot USA has top quality mattresses that you can actually touch and feel.
Made by local manufacturers.
You're gonna love our prices.
And same-day delivery. Try getting that online.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Prosser Memorial Health has received a 5-star rating from the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. Prosser Memorial Health is one of just 290 hospitals nationwide to receive their highest rating, and one of only 2 critical access hospitals in the state of Washington. For over 78 years, Prosser Memorial Health has provided high-quality and compassionate care to our communities served. It's our privilege. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
Visit
Fred's Appliance today and explore unbeatable deals on the largest selection of in-stock, get-it-today inventory in the region. Upgrade your kitchen with the spacious LG refrigerator with its innovative cooling technology and generous storage capacity. Keep your food fresher for longer while enjoying the modern design that complements any kitchen decor. The Smart ThinQ technology allows you to control and diagnose your refrigerator from your smartphone. At Fred's, we sell appliances. Only appliances.
The new iPhone 17 Pro is finally here. And at US Cellular, you can get it on us with no trade-in.
Wow, the new iPhone is thrilling.
It even has the ultimate pro camera system.
Too thrilling.
Get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, now part of T-Mobile.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Looking at your entertainment news, Fast and Furious star Tyrese Gibson is reportedly facing an arrest warrant. His lawyer says he's cooperating with Georgia authorities after his dogs allegedly killed another dog.
The attorney for the 46-year-old actor says Gibson, quoted, extends his deepest condolences to the family who lost their beloved dog. The attorney's post on Gibson's Instagram account says the actor, quote, accepts full responsibility for his dogs.
Police say the dog owned by Gibson's neighbors was discovered dead on September 18th. Gibson was not home at the time of the apparent attack.
His lawyer says the dogs were sent to another home.
All right, more from the world of entertainment. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow, yeah. And it is set to return to PBS after nearly 2 decades. It doesn't matter how long it's been gone.
That song, iconic,
free.
Yes, rent-free in our heads.
Yeah.
So librarian Michael Threets will be the new host, and the iconic show originally aired from 1983 to 2006, and the show encouraged kids to read.
Over the years, Reading Rainbow garnered more than 250 awards. An official release date has yet to be announced.
It's funny because I don't remember much about the show, but the song.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, I think I would just pay attention to the song and be like, tune out.
You're like, okay, read to me.
Yeah, but no,
I think that's great.
They need to bring back Between the Lions also. I think that was around the same time that it would air.
So I think there's a whole PBS genre of shows that need to
Arthur is still there.
Arthur's still there?
I think so.
I don't know. I was just looking up their characters.
Been running
I don't know
for a long
about
time.
25 seasons.
I feel like the theme song might need to be adjusted a little bit. Like grab a tablet. I don't feel like hard copy books.
I was going to sing it, but now I'm not going to.
Hey, yeah, they are. keep it hard copy.
Yeah.
All right, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up on our 6:30 half hour, 3 years of drought have left the Yakima Basin running low, and local officials say building more water storage is now critical. In the next half hour, we're going to explain what projects are trying to step in to help.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, your safety is our top priority. We are the only board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgery experts in wisdom tooth removal and dental implant placement in the Tri-Cities. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, we ensure every patient receives safe, personalized treatment. Ask your dentist to refer you to the Tri-Cities experts in oral surgery, Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons. We look forward to meeting you.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
My name is Lauren Martin. I started to work out at Hanford in 1982, and for 20 years I worked with the fleet, repairing cranes, locomotives, cars, ambulances, fire trucks, everything. After 20 years, then I came down with a disease. There are some very, very expensive drugs, and my copay on that is $0. All I have to do is pick up the phone and it's there.
So we'll definitely evaluate their past employment. As a registered nurse myself, I'll look through their medical records and I'll look to see maybe what medical conditions they have, and we'll be very upfront with them, honest about whether they do have a claim that could warrant benefits or not, and just kind of let them know what those next steps are, the timeline of how long it could take for them to get approved.
It's a 48-hour flash sale today through Sunday at Walker's Furniture, where every item is marked down an additional 20% off already low prices. Or take advantage of 5 years no interest financing with no money down.
Beautiful bedroom sets 20% off. All sofas, love seats, and sectionals 20% off. And all dining sets 20% off.
It's a flash sale you can't afford to miss. This Wednesday through Sunday at Walker's.
Touch can mean so many things, even for people with moderate to severe eczema. Touch can make players celebrate like winners, or make two move like one. Dupixent can help you stay ahead of eczema as you welcome the feeling of touch. Dupixent helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your skin from within. Many adults saw 90% clearer skin. Some even achieved long-lasting clearer skin and fast itch relief after the first dose. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, helps you feel the heal. See the difference for yourself. Reach out to your eczema specialist today.
Hello there, watch live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good Thursday morning. Thanks for waking up with us. Joining us here for Good Morning Northwest, I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Josh Colbert.
We kind of got some hard rain yesterday. Moderate to heavy rain, I would say.
I'm a little
very good words.
I'm a little jaded when it comes to like what hard rain is, because I'm from the southeast, and that's like
there is some massive rain.
That's the kind of
I mean, Jackson was at football practice when it really started to come down, and he was soaked.
If I feel like I'm going to hydroplane, that's a lot of rain.
Yep.
Did you feel like you were going to hydroplane yesterday?
Yeah, there was some standing water on the road.
But maybe because I need new tires, but
could
that's
be some
besides the point,
underlying
right?
factors.
We'll check your tread.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Show,
but are we expecting more rain like that today?
We could have isolated pockets of some moderate to heavy rainfall. I'm thinking it's mostly going to be light, but bottom line for the forecast is that the rain's going to be wrapping up for this evening, by this evening, and the forecast should be mostly dry as we head into this weekend and for next week, and the high temperatures for lower elevations staying in the 60s and 70s. Right now, you're taking a live, beautiful look at Yakima. This view coming courtesy of Bi-Mart. Seeing some clouds up in the skies. It's going to end up being mostly cloudy to overcast today across the region. First alert radar showing you just a few sprinkles up in the Cascades. There were some down in Morrow County a little bit earlier this morning, but now it looks like all of us are dry. Temperatures in the 30s and 40s in the valleys, the same thing for the Cascades, but for the basin, most of us in the 40s and 50s, 51 degrees this morning in the Tri-Cities. Here's your hourly forecast on this Thursday. We'll have chances for rainfall throughout the day. It's not going to be a washout, but there will be those persistent shower chances. Otherwise, today's going to be cool for lower elevations, highs in the mid-60s. I'll take you on that zone-by-zone tour of this Thursday forecast coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Starting off this half hour in Kennewick with the Yakima Basin in its third straight year of drought, irrigation officials say the need for more water storage is becoming critical.
Yeah, junior water rights holders like the Kennewick and Rosa irrigation districts are only receiving 40% of their full entitlement this year. One project already underway is the Springwood Reservoir in Kittitas County. And locally, KID is also working on its Central Reservoir project, which is designed to add 12,000 acre feet of storage, or more than 10% of the district's yearly supply.
Surface water storage is hard to get done. They're expensive projects. They take a lot of land. They're projects that people, don't always understand the need for because of the expense. And when water supply is good and the snowfall's there, folks don't necessarily feel like you need it. But as we can see over the last 3 years, we absolutely do.
KID says building additional storage is necessary to meet community needs, especially with the possibility of a fourth consecutive year.
Looking to state news, Washington's minimum wage of $16.66, already the highest in the U.S., will be going up again on January 1st of 2026. Officials with the Washington State Department of Labor and Industries announcing the 2.8% increase just this week. So it's going to come out to $17.13 an hour. That will be the new Washington minimum wage. Workers who are 14 or 15 years old will see a 40-cent increase, making it $14.56 in the new year. Federal minimum wage remains $7.25.
Now making a difference this morning, a fundraiser has been started for Jimmy Woohoo Butcher. He's a local volunteer and staple in the Tri-Cities community. So Jimmy's manufactured home was damaged due to a long undetected water leak, which compromised the entire structure, leaving the home beyond repair. So he's famous for his woohoo chant at Tri-City Americans and Dust Devil games. Jimmy also volunteers as a school crossing guard, youth hockey coach, and at his church. A committee of community leaders, friends, and family has formed to help get Jimmy into a new home.
He's been in this mobile home since 1994, so it's been a long time. And so to get a fresh start for Jimmy, he's going to need a lot of stuff, from his pants and shoes to his bed and some new dishes, and all the belongings are pretty much a total loss.
Over $14,000 were raised in just the first 4 days since the fundraiser was posted. And if you would like to donate, you can find more information and the link to the fundraiser up on our website. That's applevalleynewsnow.com.
Looking to local living, Apple Valley News Now's Young Hearts program gives bicycles to kids in need.
And we just gave a bike to a little girl named Isabella.
I will be crying every single day. So when I went with my friend, I started to get used to it already.
So cute. I love them so much. Little friends, a little bestie.
I know, she brought her bestie.
That arm love.
So Isabella started at the Pasco Boys and Girls Club as a shy kindergartner who would cry when she would be separated from her big brother.
Well, now she's a role model for other kids and is always finding ways to be helpful, which is why the Boys and Girls Club chose her to receive a new bike.
Isabella was chosen for the bike recipient this month because she is extremely kind. She's very reliable. She's a great help with the staff whenever we need anything. She's a good friend, as you guys can see. She brought her best friend Eva along with her today.
And did you see that snazzy bike? That is a cool looking bike. So her bike was sponsored by the Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons in Kennewick, who also gave her a bag of goodies to enjoy.
And so, but when I see a nice kid, it always makes my day. That kids are respectful, kids are friendly. And today to see Isabella and her friend here to see this bike, it made me really happy because I get the sense that she is a really good kid.
And Young Hearts is made possible by Bikes for Tykes.
And if your business would like to sponsor a bike in the future, you can call our main line at 509-735-8369.
I love those two. That's so cute.
Adorable.
All right, still ahead on Good Morning Northwest, some big brands making bigger changes and even bringing back some fan favorites this Halloween season. We've got the latest in your consumer headlines coming up.
Boo buckets, Jay.
Boo buckets.
I have to get one before they sell out.
They're so hard to get.
I know. We'll have more details in just a few minutes. But Josh will be back first with your First Alert weather forecast. It's all right after the break.
I have moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, but thanks to Skyrizi, I'm showing off my clearer skin. With Skyrizi, I saw dramatically clearer skin. And most people were clearer even at 5 years.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
With Skyrizi, nothing on my skin means everything. Ask your dermatologist about Skyrizi today. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
Are you an energy worker receiving home health care? Don't settle. It's time to choose better care. At CNS Cares, our local nurses provide reliable care you can count on. Your dedicated care manager will help you get all the care and benefits you've earned.
My first provider made a lot of promises. CNS Cares has delivered.
Find out why more families are switching to CNS Cares. Visit cnscares.com.
we wanted to switch to T-Mobile to make sure that we have better coverage.
T-Mobile is now the best network. And with T-Satellite, we're connecting millions of people in places no carrier tower can reach.
I signed up for T-Satellite to give me peace of mind as a mom that makes life better knowing that it's there when we need it.
Upgrade to the best network. Right now, T-Mobile will pay off 4 phones up to $3,200. Plus, hook you up with 4 new phones on us. Switch today.
Prosser Memorial Health orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist Dr. Tegan Goodell is now caring for patients at Prosser Orthopedic Center. Dr. Goodell brings his expertise in sports injuries and advanced arthroscopic procedures to the community, offering comprehensive care to athletes and active individuals throughout the region. To schedule an appointment with Dr. Goodell, call Prosser Orthopedic Center at 509-786-5599 or learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
It matters late at night. It matters when you aren't sure and need someone who is.
It matters when times are tight and saving money can really make a difference.
Thanks so much, Eric. I really appreciate you. Hi, Alex. Where you get your medicine has never mattered more. That's why we have convenient locations right in your neighborhood with pharmacists ready to get to know you. Where you get your medicine matters.
Meet an artist whose canvas is a farmer's field in the Palouse.
We want it to look natural. We want it to look like it's supposed to be there and not just a fake.
Fly the Northwest over Cougar art.
Carving on the ground, the ancient people have done it forever.
Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Next live from Chad Powers, Glenn Powell.
This young lady right over here is freaking out.
Plus, Paige DeSorbo. Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Here is your umbrella cast on this Thursday in the Tri-Cities. Little chances for showers all throughout the day. It's not going to rain for the entirety of the day, but we'll have that potential for showers really from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Looks like the best time frame for rainfall, just like with yesterday, is going to be from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. So we'll see how it pans out. Here's that zone-by-zone tour of today's forecast. We start off in Kittitas County. Going to be a little bit breezy today up in the Cascades, but in the valley it should be, the wind should be mostly calm. Highs in the mid-60s. Then for the Yakima Valley, we'll also be in the mid-60s. Keeping it dry today for the Kittitas Valley, but could have a few showers sneaking down into the Yakima Valley. But the microclimates that are going to have the most favorable opportunities for rainfall will be the Basin, the foothills, and the Blues. So for today in the lower Columbia Basin, we'll have highs in the mid-60s. Could even have some upper 50s for highs down towards Boardman. Be around 60 for the Morrow County foothills and mid-60s for the rest of the foothills and 50s and 60s for the highest terrain of the Blue Mountains. Again, the Basin, the foothills, and the Blues, the best chances of rainfall for today. Okay, now let's show you futurecast upper level smoke over the next couple days, and more so I'm showing you what's not on this map, as for the bulk of us not seeing any smoke or haze, as of course the cooler and wetter weather for this week has definitely helped out with that situation up in the Cascades. But this could get turned on its head with some drier weather for next week. I'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes.
All right, 6:42 in your consumer news this morning. Some Uncrustables are getting a protein boost.
Ooh,
I'm here for that.
I love Uncrustables. So the On The Go brand has added 2 new products to its lineup: Uncrustables Bright Eyed Berry and Up and Apple Sandwich. Okay.
All right, so the new flavors are peanut butter and strawberry jam or peanut butter and apple cinnamon jelly, and they boast 12 grams of protein per sandwich, as well as more fiber, whole grains. They have more than what has been out there so far.
All Uncrustables products are frozen and individually wrapped with no high fructose corn syrup or artificial sweeteners or colors, and you can find them at retailers like Walmart, Target, and Kroger.
I love it. I'm always looking for ways to get more protein for my kids.
I love Uncrustables. They just taste so good, but then like part of me is like, I feel like I need something else to eat, something more nutritious. So now I can.
Uncrustables it is.
I love it.
I know.
They're doing good.
All right, and listen to this. It is a sign of the times. The Census Bureau says nearly a third of Americans are choosing to rent rather than buy.
And now there's a coffee brand that's reflecting this moment. It's actually a rebrand. So Maxwell House is changing to Maxwell Apartment, and this is for a limited time.
Oh, instead of Maxwell House. That's...
Oh!
That took me a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, the company says Americans are looking for a good value, whether it's where they choose to live or the coffee they drink. So they say Maxwell Apartment offers a quality cup of joe without the pricey trip to a coffee shop.
This is so funny. So the company is offering what it calls a 12-month lease of Maxwell Apartment, available now on Amazon for under $40.
That's clever.
Genius. Yeah.
Brava, Maxwell.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Best news I've heard.
Yeah. All right. Finally, McDonald's has celebrated the upcoming spooky season with the return of a specialty menu item.
The fast food chain will make its Happy Meal Boo Buckets.
Boo
Jane's
Buckets.
Very excited. These will be available to customers for a limited time, and they'll roll out on October 21st. The lineup of 5 bucket characters includes Ghost, Pumpkin, and Goblin.
And new for this season are Cat and Zombie.
Ooh.
The buckets also come with stickers that kids can use to customize their buckets to their liking.
Of course, and this is the 3rd straight year that Boo Buckets are on the McDonald's menu. Before that, they were an occasional item, first debuting back in 1986.
October 21st, run, don't walk, they sell out fast.
Yeah, wait outside like a Black Friday line because...
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay, well.
If you want that as a part of your journey, I support it.
A little scary.
But you like spooky season.
That's true. Okay, well, do you want the cat, the zombie, or the ghost, the goblin? You know
I
what?
feel like
Think
when it
about
comes to the Boo Bucket, you can't really be particular. You have to take what you get.
You just grab it and
Yeah,
run.
you
Okay.
get what you get and you don't throw a fit.
There you go. I'll do that.
All right, so much for ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. We have your morning sprint. Everything you need to know before you head out the door this morning, and giving you the beautiful live look outside from our Legends Casino and Hotel Sky Camera at Richland's Columbia Point there. You can see the boat docked on the mighty Columbia as the sun is starting to make its appearance and the sky is starting to lighten. I know, isn't that a nice look? I love that.
Beautiful.
When it's not dark. We're going to have your full first alert forecast with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert after the break.
Dear First Place, experts agree Toyota value can't be beat. Drivers agree Toyota quality rides long and strong. Add hybrid choices like no other, and you'll win the long game by a country mile. Toyota. Toyota is KBB's best resale value brand 5 years in a row. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
It's a 48-hour flash sale today through Sunday at Walker's Furniture, where every item is marked down an additional 20% off already low prices. Or take advantage of 5 years no interest financing with no money down.
Beautiful bedroom sets 20% off. All sofas, love seats, and sectionals 20% off. And all dining sets 20% off.
It's a flash sale you can't afford to miss. This Wednesday through Sunday at Walker's.
Are you ready to revolutionize your career in digital advertising? Join Morgan Murphy's dynamic team at Apple Valley News Now, where innovation meets opportunity. At Apple Valley News Now, we're leading the charge in connected television and digital sales, helping local businesses thrive in today's growing and evolving market. If you're passionate about digital solutions and driving revenue growth, we want to hear from you. Check us out now at morganmurphymedia.com/current-openings to begin your journey.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some, gimme Some Bagels.
For over 4 decades, the art of fine catering has been perfected by CG Catering in Kennewick. Well known for their luxurious bites, lavish delights, and precision in every portion, CG Catering will grace any event from groups of 10 to 3,000. Meticulous menus with seamless service for all occasions is their tradition. From remote locations to their local event center, repeat clients provide ongoing rave reviews as a testament to the unforgettable memories they have inspired. Call CG Catering for your next celebration.
Hi,
I'm David Smith.
And I'm Tori Smith, local owners of Mattress Depot USA.
We both grew up in the Seattle area.
But unlike our large competitors, we still live in this community.
We do business with local manufacturers from right here in the Pacific Northwest.
Hey, we realize that your top priority is to get a quality mattress at the best possible price. And that's what we do.
And it never hurts to do business with someone local.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Operation Best Friend, sponsored by As You Wish Real Estate Services. Christine Connolly, Realtor.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We'll have chances for showers today on the map. We'll show you that with Futurecast in just a second. High is going to be in the mid-60s for lower elevations, feeling quite cool out there. And will be a little bit breezy for US 97 and for the Blue Mountain passes. The rest of us going to see light winds. Then for tonight, shower chances dwindling down. Overnight lows going to be down into the 30s and 40s for lower elevations, with those 30s being in the Kittitas Valley. Light winds at this point, but they'll come back for tomorrow. Breezy/windy across the map, the strongest gusts in the Kittitas Valley. And again, this is not good news for those containment efforts of the fires burning up in the Cascades. Wind gusts still going to be rocking and rolling for Friday night as well. Now let's time out the rain chances with Futurecast radar. Lunchtime, starting to see a few more showers for the basin and the Morrow County foothills around 5 p.m. Looks like shower chance is going to be a little bit better, but then into the late evening, looking much drier. Could maybe have a few leftover showers for Friday morning for the foothills and the Blues, but for the rest of us, looking pretty dry. In fact, even seeing a decent amount of sunshine. Now into Friday night, could have could have some better rain chances up in the Cascades. Then for Saturday, a resurgence in rain chances, about a 50-50 chance for the Cascades. The rest of us looking drier, and the forecast turns completely dry for Sunday through Tuesday. Little rain chance coming back to the Cascades for Wednesday. Look at these highs, very comfortable, very seasonal, 60s and 70s in the Tri-Cities for the next week. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Coin flip of rain chances today, then a perfect forecast after that. In Yakima, maybe a leftover shower for Thursday, but sunny with highs in the 60s and 70s for Friday and beyond. In Ellensburg, turning windy for Friday with leftover breezes on Saturday. Otherwise, a beautiful forecast in store. For Hermiston, rain likely today, dry with a magnificent stretch of fall weather this weekend and into next week. And finally, for Walla Walla, showers likely Thursday, a few leftover showers possible Friday and Saturday, then dry for Sunday and beyond. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, the hunt for Halloween discounts.
I put a spell on you. And now you're mine.
Major brands hoping to channel Hocus Pocus and scare up huge sales with their Halloween tricks and treats. According to the National Retail Federation, spending this Halloween season is expected to reach a record $13.1 billion. That's over $1 billion more than last year.
Even before October, half of people celebrating the holiday have already started picking up items. This Halloween, NRF is expecting a record in terms of what consumers are expecting to spend.
And as inflation and tariffs weigh on consumers' minds, discounts are already dropping, even at the beginning of October. And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more on how you can score more of these scary savings. With your GMA First Look, I'm Will Reeve, ABC News, New York.
Even on an antidepressant, there are days I feel stuck in my head. Depression symptoms, like lack of interest and negative thoughts, can hold me back. I wanted to break through. I asked about Vraylar. Adding Vraylar to an antidepressant significantly reduces overall depression symptoms better than an antidepressant alone.
Not for elderly with dementia-related psychosis due to increased risk of death or stroke. Report changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts to your doctor. Antidepressants may increase these in those under 25. Report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, which may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may not go away. High blood sugar may lead to coma or death. Weight gain and high cholesterol may occur. Difficulty moving, uncontrolled movements, tremors, feeling like you need to move, nausea, constipation, insomnia, dizziness, increased appetite, and fatigue are common. Side effects may not appear for weeks.
Vraylar, breaking through to relief. Ask about Vraylar.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is 6:52. It's time for your morning sprint. We start by looking at your national headlines. The woman who changed the way the world looks at wildlife is gone. Conservationist Dr. Jane Goodall died yesterday, according to her namesake institute. Her field work with chimpanzees included documentation of the primates' emotions and personality traits. She's also credited with changing the overall way that scientists study animals. Goodall was 91 years old.
6:53, time now for the top 5 local things you need to know this morning. For less than the second time in less than a month, rumors of a threat at Kamiakin High School have spread on social media. Now, police say this latest threat had no real credibility, but they still take it very seriously. They're putting extra officers on campus today to give students and parents peace of mind.
And a teen is arrested after reportedly pointing a handgun at 2 people at the Richland Walmart parking lot. Police say he tried to run but was caught nearby. He's facing 2 counts of assault. The investigation is still ongoing.
And water service repairs on South 16th Avenue in Yakima are causing lane restrictions this week. Work's going to take place today and tomorrow from 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m., limiting traffic to 1 lane in both directions. Drivers should plan for delays, slow down through the work zone, and use alternate routes if possible. Access to homes and businesses will still be maintained, and emergency vehicles can still pass through.
Benton County Commissioners have officially named Lieutenant Mike Clark as their interim sheriff. Clark has spent 22 years with BCSO, leading the Community Services Division and overseeing outreach programs. He's also been their spokesperson and has helped launch wellness programs for deputies. The commissioners believe his leadership will bring stability after years of transition.
And a fundraiser has been launched to help Jimmy Woohoo Butcher, a well-known Tri-Cities volunteer and sports fan, after a long undetected water leak left his manufactured home beyond repair. Famous for his woohoo chant at local sporting events, Jimmy also volunteers as a local crossing guard at schools, a youth hockey coach, and at his church. A committee of friends and family and community leaders all organized the fundraiser. So far, over $14,000 has been raised in just the first couple of days, trying to help Jimmy get back into his home. You can see him this Sunday at the Americans game singing the national anthem.
Make sure you get your tickets. Now, trending this morning, the animal world's fluffiest pageant has crowned a new winner at Alaska's Katmai National Park and Preserve.
We're talking about Fat Bear Week.
I love Fat Bear Week.
I love Fat Bear Week. A brown bear nicknamed Chunk. Now hold the title, Chunk. He is Fat Bear Week 2025 winner.
Look at him.
Look at him.
That's a chunk.
Voters from around the world compared early and late summer photos of a dozen brown bears bulking up for winter hibernation, and Chunk was picked the favorite.
In the final round, voters decided Bear 32, aka Chunk, was the fattest of them all. In addition to his impressive girth, Chunk's Cinderella story appealed to voters. He overcame a jaw injury that threatened to derail his salmon-eating activities. Oh no!
Yeah, we can't have that.
Resilience,
No, yeah.
Comeback story.
Love a comeback story
that he can get.
Yeah.
Oh, Fat Bear. I love how this is a thing.
Fat Bear Week. Congrats, Chunk. You did it.
I love you, Chunk.
All right, get us out the door. We saw what we would consider heavy rain yesterday. Is it coming back today?
Yeah, we could see more of the same thing. I think for most of us, if we do see rainfall, it's probably going to be light, but we could see those pockets of moderate to heavy rainfall. Let's go ahead and take a look at First Alert Radar. Now, this morning, it's just all light rain, if we're seeing any at all, and those sprinkles would be in the Blues and up in the Cascades, so I'd say 99% of us are dry for this morning. Current temperatures out there, we're in the 30s and 40s for the valleys and for the Cascades. The rest of us in the 40s and 50s, right at 50 in the Tri-Cities. It is light jacket weather out there for this morning. But a little bit later today, it's going to be, well, stereotypical October weather with highs in the mid-60s. Shower chances, low-end shower chances for the Yakima Valley, but about a 50-50 chance, maybe a little bit better of some rainfall for the basin, and some even better chances for the foothills. So the bottom line for the forecast, rain mostly wrapping up by this evening. Could have a few leftover showers in the foothills and the mountains for Friday and Saturday, but otherwise looking pretty dry for Friday into this weekend for much of next week. And then high temperatures for lower elevations staying in the 60s and 70s over the next 7 days. So just some superb fall weather out there. Today's going to be a little dicey, but after that, no complaints from this end of the desk at least.
Sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
Yes. That's what the bear thought, the one that took the delivery off the porch.
That's right. It's
he wanted
sweater weather
because it's sweater weather.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right.
Thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find updates at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Good Morning America's up next. We'll be back tonight at 5 with your local news and weather.
Have a great day.
Thanks for bearing with us.
We can be up.